Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am from Lahore, Pakistan. Well guys, once again I welcome you to my IELTS video. In this video I am teaching you vocabulary for IELTS and we are learning new words and phrases. So by the way guys, this is the solid plan for IELTS preparation, and those who really want to get very good band score, for them this is truly remarkable. Today the topic which I have chosen, that is concluding, and we are going to learn how to conclude your paragraphs within the essay, and then how to conclude your essay, the last paragraph of your essay. Along with that, we are going to learn how to conclude your conversation in speaking part 3. So whatever you're going to learn, this will help you with IELTS speaking part 3. Even it can help you with part 2 when you're going to conclude your cue card, and it may help you with part 1 where you can conclude your answer. So there are some words and phrases which we are going to learn. Alright, let's take a start. I just woke up this morning and the first thing I started today is recording this podcast. Well, let's take a start. What you say when concluding your essay or argument, and saying again what your aims were at the conclusion of an essay. That's what we are going to learn. So let's take a start. First is what you say when concluding your essay or your argument. In each paragraph, it is compulsory to conclude your argument. So what you say when concluding your essay or your argument. Let's take a start. You can say in conclusion. It is basically a phrase used at the beginning of the final paragraph of an essay or article when you want to write about the main things that you have mentioned in it. In conclusion, the results of our study suggest that this type of diet is perfectly safe. Thus, in conclusion, the population of England remained fairly stable for much of the 15th century. A wonderful sentence for report writing. Next is to summarize or to sum up, used when referring to the main things that you have mentioned in it. To summarize or to sum up. So, to summarize, there are many reasons why people commit crime. To sum up, in 1992, the Soviet government found itself in a situation similar to the one faced by the Tsars. Next, study note. You used to summarize and to sum up at the start of the final paragraph of an essay or article. They can be followed either by a colon or a comma. You know, colon, there are actually 2 dots, so we call it colon, or they can be a comma. Something can be summarized as follows, used when saying what you think the main points about something are. For example, the organization's main aim can be summarized as follows. Now, this is going to be something different. So, the organization's main aim can be summarized as follows. Then colon, to create opportunities for students to learn a wide range of computer skills. The result of the survey can be summarized as follows. Both Japan and Korea show a strong preference for natural gas over oil, coal, and nuclear energy. Okay, let's go on. The following conclusion may be drawn. Now, this is another phrase. The following conclusion may be drawn, used when you want to mention something that you think is true because of what has been written earlier in the article or essay. Now, the following conclusion may be drawn from these figures, okay? Or you can say the following conclusion may be drawn from these arguments, or from the arguments mentioned above, from the advantages mentioned above, or from the advantages and disadvantages mentioned above. Okay, so this is what you can say. All right. The following conclusion may be drawn from these figures. Firstly, the US economy is moving out of recession. Secondly, there are no grounds for concern about its immediate future. So, by the way, this is not the style for essay writing. This may be there in any article. Next, with regard to defense measures against attack from the air, the following conclusion may be drawn. The best method of defense is a strong air force. The next requirement is a well-organized observation or radar and warning system. Okay guys, let's go on. Now we are going to learn some more phrases. The main conclusion to be drawn is that. Now when you say the main conclusion to be drawn is that, and then you talk about that main conclusion. For example, used when you want to mention the main point that you think is true because of what has been written earlier in the article or essay. The main conclusion to be drawn from this discussion is that the best way to help slow readers is to improve their skills at recognizing individual words. Okay. Now, let's move on. Next is saying again what your aims were at the conclusion of an essay. Study note grammar. When you are writing the conclusion paragraph of an essay, report, etc., you often begin by saying what you wanted to achieve when you were writing the essay. So the following are some phrases you can use. The purpose or aim of this was to. Now let's complete. It is used at the end of an essay, article, report, etc. when saying that its purpose was and whether you have succeeded, what you have found, etc. The aim of this study was to determine whether it is possible to reduce the amount of salt in bread without spoiling its taste. Okay, I repeat, the aim of this study was to determine whether it is possible to reduce the amount of salt in bread without spoiling its taste. Next, in this essay, I have tried or I have attempted to. So you can say, used at the end of an essay, article, report, etc. when saying what its purpose was and whether you have succeeded, what you have found, etc. In this essay, I have tried to set out the main events that led to the start of the First World War. In this report, we have attempted to demonstrate that although nuclear power is cleaner than using gas or coal, it is more expensive in the long term. So guys, these are the words and phrases which you can use whenever you write conclusion, whenever you draw conclusion. That conclusion can be the conclusion of an essay. That conclusion can be the conclusion of a body paragraph of the essay. That conclusion can be in speaking part 3 where you are concluding, and that conclusion can be the overview of a report as well. If you like this podcast, hit the like button and do comment and tell me what sort of podcasts do you want me guys to make. It's early in the morning when I'm making this podcast, and the first thing I did this morning, I just woke up and here I am. So guys, thank you very much. Hit the like button and subscribe my channel. I have a Facebook page, Asad Yaqub IELTS. You must like my Facebook page as well. Thank you very much indeed. I truly, wholeheartedly wish you all the best with your IELTS preparation. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.